All right, welcome back to capitalcompetent.com. Today, I got a very quick, short, to the point video, all based around how to make your first $1,000. Now, when I was thinking about the channel and thinking about my next video to do, um, I was thinking I'm doing this 1,000 to 10,000 challenge, and there was a time when I didn't know how to make my first thousand, right? And I remember when I was 16 and I first saw that comma in my bank account, and it made me realize some people um, may not have that. And it's really about discipline, and it's really about having a plan and understanding what your revenue and expenses are. So, give you a little sneak peek. How to save your first $1,000. Okay. Planning is half the battle. Okay. But the number one thing you need to understand is you need to understand how much you earn and how much you spend in a month. Okay. There are people out there that make $20,000 a month and then they spend $25,000 a month and are dead broke. They don't have two nickels to rub together. Okay. You need to understand exactly how much money is coming in from your job, from your side hustles, from your grandma. You need to know how much is coming in, and you need to know how much is going out each month. Get a rough estimate. Is it, let's say you had, a birthday coming up, right? You probably got more money than normal. I'm thinking about myself when I was younger. Okay, I would always get a big influx of money on my birthday and Christmas. Okay, so plan for those. But what does a consistent month look like? Not those special months, but what's a consistent month like? Okay, I worked at a fast food chain. How much do I need to work to get a consistent amount? How wide is that spread between how much is leaving and how much is coming in? Okay, the wider you can make that spread, the faster you can earn, not only to 1,000, but later on in life. Understanding how to do this basic steps. And are you in debt, right? If you're older, like me, you have a lot more expenses. If you're younger, I remember I had a credit card, right? There were some of my friends who were my age at 16, 17, they maxed out their credit cards already, even if it only was $1,000. I knew some high schooler kids that were $1,000 in debt and they didn't make enough. So they had to save $1,000 to be broke. So you need to understand your position. Are you starting behind? Okay, this is important stuff because it applies later on in life. If you build this foundation now and you build up to it, I promise you life is easier. Because if you're at my age with what I have, I mean, this is where it all started. That's number one, understanding that. Number two, eliminate waste. Okay, um, as I've gotten older, I've realized all these little $5 here, $20 here, $50 here. I mean, I've let go of my discipline, and this is coming from someone who's older. You don't need that stuff. I mean, I'm spending so much money on crap I don't need. I just do not need it. So stop spending stuff on you don't need. It's stupid stuff. Did you need that DoorDash? Did you need that bag of chips? Did you need to give the to buy your friend dinner? I mean, did you need to buy a whole round of drinks for everyone? Stop spending money on stupid stuff because you actually don't need it. You do not need it. Most overspending I've found is I've spent the most money whether I was unhappy about something or to inflate my own ego. Okay, the most money I've spent is when I took my boss out. True story. I took my boss out on the town, right? And to help my own ego, I spent way more than I want. I'm talking close to $1,000 taking him out on the night in the town. Did I have to do that? Was that a good expense of $1,000? Maybe for that memory, me and him will remember it for the rest of our lives, right? But if I wanted to save, if I needed to save, that was a really dumb thing to do. Okay? Now, money comes and goes, but if you have a plan, right, to save your first $1,000, all this other miscellaneous crap has to go. Because you can think about it, you can recognize, am I overspending because I'm unhappy? Maybe I'm going to get a dessert. Am I inflating my own ego? Do I want to look cool in front of others if feel like I have more money? Right? These are things that actually happen, whether you like to admit it or not. This is my own experience, right? And this is going to help you in the long run is understanding these stuff. Why did I let that money go? When you spend money, it doesn't disappear. It goes to someone else. Why did you allow them to have your money? What did they give to you in return? That simple concept right there changed my life, right? Why did I allow him to take my money? What did he give me in return? I allowed it. He didn't take it, he didn't steal it from me. Why did I allow that? That right there is worth the 6 minutes of this video. Hopefully you came long enough to, or stayed long enough to hear that because that changed my life and I'm sure it'll change yours. Point number 3, create a plan with this information. Okay. Really do some soul searching, understand, and then create a plan. Okay. Plans are half the battle. Just like I did in my 1K to 10K challenge, I sat down, I thought about what do most people make, how can I provide the most value to you? And that's probably taking $1,000 to $10,000. But looking back, this is how you make your first $1,000. Okay? You have to come up with a plan and stick to it. And don't be upset if it doesn't go perfectly. Life happens. Sometimes your car is going to break down, right? Or you got to get gas or something happens. Sometimes you have to spend money, and that's fine. Then allow yourself to, okay? Don't beat yourself up, right? Allow things to happen, but don't allow for anything stupid, okay? Allow for mishaps, but not anything that is out of your control or in your control. Last and most importantly, no, no, how could I? How could I do that? How could I do that? Execute. Creating a plan and understanding all the variables, your revenue and expenses is half the battle. Next is the easy part. Just do it. Live your life and execute until you see a comma in your bank account. It's as easy as that. And then I gave it away too soon. I apologize. But I want you to get $1,000 so you can join me in this bonus. Now that you have $1,000, check out my challenge. I'll show you it's possible to go from $1,000 to $10,000 in a year. If you can go from $1 to 1,000, you can go from 1,000 to 10,000. I'm going to show you right here. This is where we're at right now. I haven't updated a video that'll be coming out next, but right now we're at $5,000. Okay? Check it out. Thank you for watching. And remember, be cognizant of where your money goes, even when you start making more. Okay? I have to constantly check myself. I'm not perfect. I've done some stupid stuff with money, I'll tell you that. Okay? Allow yourself to make some mistakes, but be cognizant and learn from it. Thank you for watching. Check out capitalcompetent.com. Subscribe if you like what I'm hearing. Check out my latest videos. This one was a hit. My update's coming soon. United Health's looking good. Check all this stuff out, man. This is just for you, and this is free. This knowledge is free. Thanks. Have a great day.